kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. It starts off the smallest of all seeds, but when it is planted in the ground and it begins to grow roots and it grows up to be a great tree where the birds of heaven come and make their nest in its branches. The kingdom of heaven is also like a man who went to sow a vineyard. He went scattering seed as he went. He scattered it to the right, to the left. Some of the seed fell upon stony ground, and the birds came and gobbled up the seed. Some of the seed fell upon good soil and came and bare fruit, some 60, some 30, and 100-fold. Others fell upon good soil, but when the seed began to grow up and when it was going to bear fruit, thorns grew up with it and choked out the roots, and it was unable to grow and bear fruit. Others fell by the wayside, where they began to bear root, and they had no seed, they had no soil to plant their roots, and they dried up and withered away, and the heat of the sun scorched them away. The Son of Man is he who sows the good seed. The seed that he sows is the gospel of the kingdom. The good soil is like those who receive the seed of the gospel, and they go forth and preach the gospel and bear fruit. The seed that fell along the stony ground was those who had preached the gospel to them, and they did not receive it in their hearts, for their hearts were hardened, and they did not receive it at all, and it fell upon deaf ears. The seed that fell on the good soil, but it grew up with thorns, is like the gospel is preached to them, and they receive the gospel with joy. And then when they receive the gospel, the devil comes and sow tares among them and snatch the gospel out of their heart. And the seed that fell by the wayside was like those who received the gospel with joy, but they got caught up in the cares of the world, and the cares of this world choked out the gospel that was beginning to grow within them, and they were unable to grow and bear fruit because they got caught up in the cares of this world and the desires of this world.